Hey guys, so Dan here with another awesome riff, and I thought considering AC/DC were topic of the month right now, I will do Back in Black. Classic riff, really easy to play, only a few chords in this one. So the first thing I'm going to do is show you the chords that I used in this song. So we've got an E minor, that's going to be our first chord. Now what I'm doing there is I'm barring my first finger from the A string down to the high E string, but I'm only really hitting the low E, the A string and the D string. So it's more like an E power chord. Chord number 2 is going to be a D major. Now you'll notice my second finger isn't actually pressed down on the fretboard. Again, I'm playing this D major chord more like a D power chord, okay? So my first finger is on the 2nd fret of the G string. My third finger is on the 3rd fret of the B string. And I'm only actually playing the open D string, the G string and the B string. So again, more like a D power chord. And our last chord is an A major. And again, like my E minor, I'm barring with my first finger, but I'm only barring from the D string down this time on the 2nd fret. And I'm only hitting 3 strings again, and that is the A string, the D string and the G string. So they're the 3 chords that are used. I'll put them together like they are on the riff. Okay, so they're the 3 chords. Now let's look at the right hand and the picking and how we put everything together. Okay guys, so they were the chords. Let's look at how we use our right hand to put the whole thing together. So our E power chord, we literally only have to do a downstroke. Our second chord, our D power chord, we're going to do a down, an up, and then a down with our right hand. And then our third chord, our A power chord, we're going to repeat that and do a down, an up, and a down. Okay, so if I put those 3 together, we get this: down, down, up, down, down, up, down. Okay, now that brings us to the little lead bit at the end. Now we're going to start on the high E string. Our first finger on our left hand is going to be placed on the 3rd fret, and then we're going to pick down on this high E string and then pull off with our left hand. Our pull off, if you're unfamiliar, is literally where we pick the string with our left hand and we pull down and flick off to sound the string. Okay, and then we're going to repeat that process on the B string, so 3rd fret on the B string, pick down and then pull off with our first finger. Now, when we get to the G string, we're going to go to the 2nd fret and we're actually going to do a half step bend and return back to our original note. So it's going to sound like this. I'll do that one more time. So bend, half a step up, and then back down. And then we're going to end by pulling off to the open G string. So you get this. Okay, so that whole last bit at the end would go like this. And if I put the whole thing together, we get this. Okay guys, so that was the first section of the riff. Now let's look at the second section. It actually starts off exactly the same. Okay. The last bit, however, is different, okay? So we're going to move to the A string and play the 2nd fret, which is the note of B. And then basically what we're going to do is alternate between that note and ascending notes up the low E string. So we're going to start on the A string 2nd fret, and the first note we play on the low E would be the 4th fret. Then we play the 2nd fret of the A string again, play the 5th fret of the low E, move back to the 2nd fret of the A string, play the 6th fret of the low E, then play the 2nd fret of the A string again, and end on our 7th fret of the low E, which is the same note. Now when we hit that 7th fret, we're going to slide down. So we get this. Okay guys, that was awesome riff number 6. Thank you so much for watching all my other videos so far in this little series. There'll be plenty more coming your way. Please subscribe below, share the video, like, do all the awesome things that you do, and I'll be back with another awesome riff very soon.